Kai Green knows bodybuilding is a science. Get the science right with Muscle Meds.
Welcome and hello everybody out there in muscle development land. This is your boy Kai L. Green, aka Getting It Done, day by day. It's the countdown to the Arnold Classic, and we are now 3 weeks and 2 days out. Alright, I guess you're probably watching at this point a shoulder training session that we did on February 11th, 2009. The gentleman you see in the camera should be Charles, me, and Paul. We started off with barbell front raises for the front delts, and on this particular day and this particular movement, you got to be real careful too, because you can end up using your traps a lot more than necessary. Here you see Charles instructed me to keep my elbows bent, almost like if I were to do a bicep curl. If you ever notice when people do bicep curls, the movement of their what bone is that? It's your humerus bone, or your brachium, from parallel to your body, going forward in front of you. In order to make that happen, that isn't a movement on your bicep. That recruits your front delt. If you ever see someone doing that, then 9 times out of 10, they're not just using their bicep, but they're using other muscle groups to come in to help support their bicep in order to do, a bicep curl. There are more stricter ways to do a bicep curl if just to train your bicep. But in this case, what we're doing is we're not trying to train our bicep at all. We're trying to train our front delt. So you'll see that is what drives the movement of your brachium is actually what drives the use of your front delt. For instance, if you were to try to stand there and actually just keep your elbows, to your sides with really strict form, you would be using your bicep. But in this case, because our elbows are not locked to our sides, they're actually going forward in front of us and returning back to our sides, the contraction is on the front delt. So we're being mindful here not to recruit our traps. We're trying to keep it right on our front delt, and that's very important. Okay, next movement would actually end up being, I think, front dumbbell raises. If you notice, you got that little accent on the end of the movement. Charles also instructed me to actually pull my my arm across my body, across the center line. This again is just trying to get me to concentrate and contract my front delt. And still, we're trying to keep our traps and our lower back and everything else out of the movement. So it's more like an isolation exercise for your front delt.
Come across. There you go. Come across. There you go. Come across. There you go. That's it. Push it across. Turn those hands all the way over. All the way over. Come on now. Come on. 2. Come on. Give me 1. That's it.
No. This new one, yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
Let's see. Next movement was a side lateral. Side laterals, done in this way, it's just like, more strict, focus on the interior deltoid. You've got 3 heads to your delt. In theory, you have the front that crosses the glenoid joint from your clavicle across to your humerus bone or your brachium. And that's your front delt. You have your interior delt And then you have your rear delt, posterior head. All three of them make up your shoulder with your traps. So the lateral head of your deltoid is what is actually being recruited on most when doing a side lateral. And I guess in doing it this way just really allows you to try to isolate more of that interior deltoid. So let's see, so there, I'm trying to keep my elbows up, my forearm, my wrists down, and allow my my interior delt to drive the elevation of my humerus bone. Anyway.
Push it, push it. Stretch. Come on. Come on. Kick it up. 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 Come on. That's it. Got it.